The future of pensions, how Gen Z will retire in a digital economy. What if I told you the pension system you've always believed in is already broken? What if I told you that for Generation Z, retirement will look nothing like it did for their parents or grandparents? And what if I told you that the very idea of pensions is being reinvented in the shadows of the digital economy? Stay with me, because the future of retirement isn't just uncertain, it's being rewritten before our eyes. For decades, pensions were simple. You worked, you saved, and at the end of your career, a steady check was waiting to carry you through retirement. That promise built trust. That promise gave millions of workers security. But today, that promise is cracking. For Generation Z, the first fully digital generation, retirement won't be defined by pensions in the old sense. It will be shaped by technology, innovation, and a digital economy that is rewriting what it means to grow old with financial security. If Gen Z doesn't adapt, they may become the first generation to work longer, retire later, and face more uncertainty than any before them. But if they do adapt, they might also become the first generation to retire smarter, richer, and freer than we've ever seen. The death of the old pension model. Let's start by facing reality. The pension model our grandparents trusted is collapsing. Public pension systems are strained under the weight of aging populations. Companies, pressured by globalization and competition, have shifted from guaranteed pensions to contribution-based systems like 401ks. And in many countries, governments are warning that by the time Gen Z retires, traditional pension funds may not be enough to cover even basic living expenses. The old deal, work hard for decades and retire comfortably on a pension, no longer exists. The harsh truth is this: for Gen Z, the old model is not just dying, it's already dead. The rise of the digital economy. But with collapse comes opportunity. Gen Z is not walking into the same world their parents did. They are entering a fully digital economy where money, work, and investments operate under new rules. Side hustles, remote work, and online platforms have created new ways to earn. Digital currencies, blockchain, and tokenized assets are transforming how wealth is stored and grown. Artificial intelligence is reshaping productivity and job security. This digital economy is not a threat, it is the new foundation. And those who understand it will retire in ways no previous generation could have imagined. From paychecks to digital portfolios. In the past, workers relied on one employer and one pension plan. But Gen Z won't have that luxury or that limitation. Instead, their retirement will be built on a mosaic of digital portfolios. These portfolios won't just include stocks or bonds, but a wide range of assets: cryptocurrencies, fractional real estate, tokenized commodities, AI-driven investments, and even digital collectibles. Imagine retiring with income streams not from a single pension check, but from dozens of digital assets working for you across the globe. A small stake in a real estate project in Singapore, a share of renewable energy bonds tokenized on a blockchain, a portfolio of AI-managed funds that adapt to market shifts in real time. This is the retirement landscape of Gen Z: diverse, decentralized, and deeply digital. The role of technology in retirement security. Technology is not just changing what Gen Z invests in, it's transforming how they prepare for retirement. Artificial intelligence can now create personalized financial roadmaps, guiding young workers on how much to save, where to allocate, and when to adjust. Blockchain ensures transparency, reducing fraud and increasing trust. Mobile platforms give Gen Z instant access to monitor, shift, and grow their assets. Compare that to previous generations who had to trust financial advisors blindly, wait for quarterly statements, and hope their pensions were safe. For Gen Z, retirement planning is no longer passive. It is interactive, dynamic, and fully digital. Cryptocurrencies and digital assets. For Gen Z, crypto isn't just a fad, it's a reality. They grew up with Bitcoin headlines, NFT booms, and digital wallets. While older generations feared volatility, Gen Z sees opportunity. By the time they retire, digital currencies may not just be investments. They may be the foundation of global finance. Stablecoins pegged to national currencies, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and blockchain-based pensions could become the new normal. Imagine receiving your retirement income through a digital wallet instead of a paper check. Imagine those funds automatically adjusting for inflation, secured by transparent blockchain records and instantly accessible from anywhere in the world. This is not science fiction. It's the logical evolution of money. The global nature of Gen Z retirement. Previous generations retired within national borders. They worked for one country, received pensions in one currency, and lived in one place. But Gen Z is global. Their work is digital, their money is digital, and their retirement will be digital. A Gen Z worker in Canada could own property in Dubai, hold savings in digital yen, and earn passive income from an AI-powered platform based in Singapore. Their pension will not be tied to a single country. it will be tied to the global digital economy. For the first time in history, retirement is borderless. The threats that can't be ignored. But we cannot paint this future as risk-free. Just as technology creates opportunity, it creates danger. Market volatility in digital assets can wipe out wealth as quickly as it builds it. Cybersecurity threats could target digital pensions. Governments may impose unpredictable regulations on cryptocurrencies and tokenized platforms. And perhaps the greatest threat of all, financial literacy. Will Gen Z be ready? Having the tools doesn't guarantee success. Without education, discipline, and strategy, the digital economy could just as easily create a retirement crisis instead of solving one. The cultural shift in retirement expectations. Gen Z doesn't just want to retire, they want freedom. They don't dream of gold watches and rocking chairs. They dream of flexibility, travel, and meaningful living. And this cultural shift is just as important as the financial one. For Gen Z, retirement won't be about stopping work. It will be about choosing work. It will be about building digital income streams that allow them to live the lives they want long before the traditional retirement age. The retirement of the future won't begin at 65. It will begin the moment financial independence is achieved. A future of micro-pensions and personalized retirement. Instead of one giant pension fund, Gen Z may build retirement through micro-pensions, smaller, personalized systems tied to each income source. A gig worker's earnings might contribute to one micro-pension, freelance contracts to another, and digital side hustles to a third. Together, they form a personalized safety net that reflects a person's unique career journey. This is the opposite of the one-size-fits-all pension of the past. For Gen Z, retirement will be as unique as their digital fingerprints. The role of governments and institutions. Governments won't stand still in this revolution. Many are already preparing for digital pensions. Central banks are testing digital currencies. Social security systems are experimenting with blockchain to track contributions and payouts. Employers, too, are adapting, offering digital pension plans and even crypto-based contributions. The institutions of the past will not disappear, but they will evolve. And Gen Z will be the first generation to retire with both traditional frameworks and digital innovations working side by side. The big question: will Gen Z be ready? The future of pensions is clear. It will be digital, decentralized, and global. But that doesn't mean every member of Gen Z will benefit. The key will be preparation. Those who start early, who educate themselves, who embrace the tools of the digital economy will thrive. Those who ignore the shift, who cling to old systems, may find themselves unprepared and vulnerable. The suspense is real. Will Gen Z become the wealthiest retired generation in history, one first generation to retire poorer than their parents? The answer depends on the choices they make today. And here's the truth. The future of retirement will not be decided by governments or companies. It will be decided by individuals, by you, by the choices you make now. So will you adapt? Will you embrace the digital economy and secure your future? Or will you cling to the past and risk being left behind? The clock is ticking and the future of pensions already unfolding. If this video opens your eyes to how Gen Z will retire in a digital world, don't stop here. Like this, subscribe, and stay with us. Because the next idea we reveal may be the one that secures your financial independence for life.